My people, wonder they say shall never end. You know that most people, their problem in this life is that they don't want to take responsibility for their actions. They will do something, when the repercussion will come, they will look for who to apportion blame to. Yes, that is what they said Ebony is doing in the palace. With everything that Ebony have committed, now that it's looking like she's getting her repercussion, as in the consequences of her actions, instead of her to accept that she have erred as human being that she is pushing all the blames to the queen, saying that it is the queen's fault. She is the reason for all of this, that. And you know that that is an insult to the king's personality. When a king will make a decision and you go and say it is not the king, it is Queen Naomi who is telling him what to do, he is doing things to favor Queen Naomi, this, that is what they said Ebony and her family have been saying all this while. Her family said that the reason the king is trying to push Ebony out is because Queen Naomi have said so. She doesn't want to return back and meet Ebony in the palace. That is why the king is not letting anything that Ebony have done to go without punishment. So the part where Ebony insulted the king big time happens to be the day they said Ebony blocked the king's chamber, insisting that no other wives will enter there unless she entered. It's a very big insult on the king. Yes, so because they said that day there was a ritual that they did, and Ebony was sent to go and give something to the king. They call it the bread for the king. They said the king refused to accept it from Ebony. Unfortunately for Ebony, another person came with the same item, and they said the king collected it from the person. So Ebony was very, very mad. She was like, why would this happen? Why this? Why that? And information having that she wanted to see if she would be able to sort it out with the king. But unfortunately, they say when she came, the king was with Oletik. And when she wanted to enter there, they refused her access to the king's chambers. So while she was waiting for Oletik to come out so that she will enter, they said Lizzie came and wanted to enter. Ebony blocked the entrance, saying that nobody is going to enter there. As in they said, hey, everyone was shocked and surprised. What gut did Ebony think that she have to stop people from going to see the king? Even when the king have given order that that person should be allowed in, Ebony said she's not going anywhere. The same thing happened. They said when a blow came, Ebony refused that nobody is entering. And that, they said the king could no longer bear it. But he did not take any action at the moment. They said the king left all of them and went to be with the queen. So they said Blow got angry and blasted Ebony, telling Ebony that you see this your audacity, that one day you'll be thrown out of this palace and you think that your family members are going to save you, that day they may not be able to save you. They said Blow was very, very mad at Ebony over that action. So they said Ebony and her family did not even stop with that action. They went ahead telling elders and people who cares to know that it is Queen Naomi who is determining what is happening in the palace. That all the decisions that the king is making, especially regarding Ebony, that it is what Queen Naomi wanted. And that is why whenever the king said he is going to do something, no matter how Ebony tries to plead with the king not to, the king will continue. So this is what they said she and her family have been going about spreading. And you know that at this point, they don't have to be negative about Queen Naomi and her people again, because they needed her help right now. That is if everything we are hearing is the truth, okay? So because I will never forget to tell you that these are all alleged information. So when the elders who are working so hard to convince the king to speak to the queen that she should return, even if it is temporary, to see if their condition is going to change, because they said this Arun is seriously dealing with the people. A lot of people have been crying over this same Arun, and they are begging Instead of Ebony's family to join force and beg, they still have the audacity to be gossiping, to be calling, to be saying that it is the queen who determines what happens, that she is so self-centered, that she doesn't care. They said Ebony's uncle even said the other day that Queen Naomi did not care about the land. She did not care about the king. That if she cares, the moment she hears that the Arun is terrorizing the whole place, that she should return back without anybody begging her. And I was like, is it not the same person you people said the king will have to cross 7 rivers and 7 mountains and 7 forests to bring items that will make her to come back? Eh? This is the same person they have been saying that unless certain rituals are done, that if not, she will not return. Oh, now she will have to return because you're in because you are experiencing or you are encountering the problem that you brought upon yourself. So now the elders are warning Ebony, according to what we are hearing, allegedly warning Ebony and her family to stop causing problem for them, because by dragging Queen Naomi and her family, they are making them not to be able to beg Queen Naomi to come back to the palace. And secondly, they are telling her not to stop insulting their king, because saying that it is Queen Naomi who is determining what is happening, or who is telling the king what to do in the palace, it simply means that their king do not have a mind of his own. It simply means that the king cannot make decision of his own without Queen Naomi. And it's a very big insult on his personality. And secondly, the part where she goes to block the king's chamber is a very big insult. Yes, it's a very big insult. And maybe the king is thinking about what her family will do and all of that, and that is why he have not said anything about that incident. In as much as they said the king have made it clear that on no account should Ebony be allowed into his chambers again until further notice. So at this point, the elders are warning them to mind their business and stop spoiling things for them and stop insulting their king. That their king is a great king. That any decision that he makes today is because he decided to make it, not because of Naomi or anything. After all, judging from his own case with Ebony, Ebony have committed a whole lot. Yes, only recently they said a daughter of a shrine keeper have confessed how Ebony have been telling her to go and pack sand from Queen Naomi's footprint. How she paid her, is it 200,000 or so, to do that for her. So who will hear all of this and will not be angry with you? So they said they are warning them all. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. But don't forget, they are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless we verify them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, follow this page, and share the video. Love you guys. Bye. See you.